I was originally planning on a completely different type of flow today, but given everything going on, we're going to work a lot with the heart. So in general, if you have any history of scoliosis or anything going on in the low back, even some sciatica, just take it easy on any types of heart openers and any types of little bending and twisting we're going to be doing today. It's really more about lengthening and opening rather than overextending the spine. With that being said, we are going to start on our backs all the way up, all the way down. And hopefully you all can hear me. I'll put my volume up a little bit higher. When you get all the way down onto the mat, today we're going to bring one hand to the heart and the other hand to the belly. The legs can create whatever shape feels right for you. If you're feeling a little bit tight in the low back, you might want to bend the knees and maybe walk the feet and the heels out the width of the mat, knock the knees together. If you're feeling pretty open, you can slide those inner arches of the feet together, let the knees open wide into a diamond shape. Or if you'd like, you can just extend the legs out long. And there's a lot going on outside of this mat, of this practice today, this week, this month, even this year. And we've time and time again asked our bodies to act like an armor. The biggest one being our rib cage. It's a bony cylinder right underneath one of your hands right now. And it's this protection of our hearts, of our diaphragm, of this place where we actually breathe our prana, our life force. Generally, this armor has suppleness to it. So every time you inhale, it can expand. And every time you exhale, it can contract. And this aids in our breath and when we twist and rotate, when we extend. But when this armor becomes too rigid, any type of movement, any type of extension beyond normal for each of us can become extremely restricted. And right now, it might feel a little bit tense. And so today we're going to work to add a little bit of softness in that place. Come back to the root of yourself, like Thich Nhat Hanh said. And open within the heart space. Allow a flow of compassion to run through the body. And from there, allow a suppleness to reform. From that place, take a big inhale through the nose, fill up all the way into the base of the palm. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. I know there might be a lot there today. 2 more like that. Inhale as big and as wide as your ribs can reach. Exhale out the mouth. 1 more like that. Inhale deep. And then allow the body to rest a little firmly into the ground, melt a little deeper into the mat as you exhale. And then starting to shift to a soft ujjayi breath, which is just simply continuing to inhale through the nose and exhale back out through the nose. And if your legs are extended long, or if your knees are open wide in Supta Baddha Konasana, begin to wiggle the fingers, reach down, and either bring the knees together, hug the knees back into the chest, and then place the feet down onto the mat, knees bent, hip distance apart. If your feet were already at the edges of the mat with your knees knocked together, just simply start to heel toe the feet closer towards the width of your hips. And then windshield wiper the knees to the left. Let them rock to the right. Start to massage, not only in the spine, but just starting to feel a little bit of a twist and an extension in the heart as your shoulders still relax down into the mat. And then come back to center. Hug the right knee into the chest and then cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. You can stay here if you'd like. It's pretty early. You might not be as open as you normally are, or you can start to reach forward for the belly of that left hamstring, interlace the hands and start to guide that left knee towards the chest, just to your own amount. Keep flexing in that right foot to help protect the right knee. And we're not forcing it, we're not going too far. You don't have to grab for the left shin. Just starting to stretch and open out into the hip area, which will help extend and help us rotate today. More big breaths into the belly. Maybe the belly starts to press into that right arm. And then release the fingertips. Allow the left foot to come back down onto the mat. Unwind the right ankle. And switch sides. Hug the left knee into the chest. Cross the left ankle over the right knee, right side. And then maybe stay here. Maybe you reach forward. Wrap the fingertips around one another behind the base of the right hamstring. Allow the shoulders to rock back down into the mat. Crown of the head is nice and soft and protected. Well, we're not crunching. There's no abdominal work here. Flexing in the left toes yet again. More breath. And then release the fingertips on this side. Allow the right foot to drop down. Unwind the left foot from the right. And then hug the knees into the chest together. Grab behind the thighs. Start to rock and roll along the spine, forward and back a couple times, nice and slow. And after maybe 2 or 3, go ahead and roll all the way forward and over and come to tabletop pose, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees yet again. And on your inhale, allow the belly to drop down, allow the heart to shine forward. One of our early moments of noticing and witnessing our heart center today. Exhale, curl the chin and dome through the upper back. 2 more like that. Inhaling as you find just the initial malleability of the armor around your heart. Exhale, curl and dome. And then as much as we need to protect the front, the back of our heart also needs space and attention. Last time, inhale, maybe the eyes are closed as the collarbones spread a little wider. Exhale, curl and dome as you find that same space in the rhomboids in between the shoulder blades. And then come back to a neutral spine and step the left foot back, step the right foot back, upper push-up pose, plank. Nice and easy this morning. You feel the heels drop back. You feel the kneecaps lift as you activate through the quadriceps. And a lot like we've done the last couple of weeks, imagining that the belly button is trying to kiss towards your vertebrae, your spine. Press into the hands as you find that same protraction in the shoulders. And you get to the crown of the head and you're gazing forward, which helps move the heart a little bit forward in its length. Take a goodbye inhale. Exhale, shift onto the toes, bend the elbows and lower to the belly. You can use your knees. When you arrive, untuck the toes, squeeze the elbows together. Press into the tops of the feet that the kneecaps are still lifted and strong. And then on an inhale, just gently guide the heart up and forward. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale for a soft lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, exposing this place where our prana resides. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes. Make your way up and back to a downward facing dog. As you exhale, bend in one knee, bend in the other, walk it out, get the kinks out. I know they're there. Take a big breath if you need. And today, focusing yet again on this heart center and the rib cage, that oftentimes we press into the hands and we find that there's this extension of the spine, so much so that this feels like a back bend. But that puts tension and pressure in the thoracic area right behind the heart. So in an attempt to remain supple, can you relax the ribs down, almost as if you're in a chair pose, and find that the back is straight and that the length comes from the opening in the shoulder blades and not from a dip and a deepening within the heart. And you find yourself in a very early inversion where you're simply allowing your blood flow, your oxygen, to find its way to the most important part of the body. Take a goodbye inhale as you guide your thighs back. Exhale, look forward, walk yourself top of the mat. In a forward fold, take an inhale, slip the hands to the shins, gaze forward. Exhale, fold in. One more time like that. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana with a flat back. Exhale, fold in. Big bend in the knees, chest on the thighs. And then start to ragdoll yourself up one vertebrae at a time until you come to stand. And when you arrive in Tadasana, bring the hands to the heart center in what we call Anjali Mudra. And it's a soft mudra. Anjali means to offer, to salute. And mudra means to seal in. So it's only appropriate that it stands at our heart center, that today our intention is merely to just salute and to offer our heart to this practice, to this breath, to anything else that might be going on around you. And like what Krishnamacharya says, that it's a supple mudra, much like the rib cage. That we're not pressing the two hands together, that there isn't space for growth. The heels of the palms and the tips of the fingertips connected, there's still a little bit of softness in the knuckles, right at the base in the center of the palm, as if a flower is ready to bloom. So from that nearly blooming state, blink the eyes open. Take a big inhale. Reach the arms up and above the head. Listen carefully. Today on your exhale, just go ahead and keep the palms together in Anjali. Twist to the right. Right elbow back, left elbow forward. Same goes for the hips. And then on an inhale, reach the arms up, palms still connected. Exhale to the left. Inhale, reach the arms above the head, keeping the hands connected, the feet hip distance apart for this early movement. Bend the knees, sit the hips deep for an early chair pose today with the hands connected in front of you. Beautiful. Take a goodbye inhale here. Exhale, straighten the legs forward, fold down and deep. Inhale, hands to shins as you glance out. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet behind you to your upper push-up plank. Take a goodbye inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway chaturanga. If you'd like, you can lower the knees yet again or to the belly, and then inhale over the toes. You flip, press into the hands, upward facing dog to another version of this heart opener, heart forward. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Moving through that flow a few times. Take an inhale, press into your hands, guide your heart a little further back. Exhale, look forward, step or float if you'd like, top of the mat. Inhale, glance out halfway. Exhale, fold in. To stand as you inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Round two, starting to build a meditative flow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands twist towards the right. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms reach above the head. Exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, just for a breath. Inhale, reach the arms a little higher. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, glance out halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, Vinyasa. As you step, or if you'd like to float back, you land in bent elbows for buoyancy. Protect the rotator cuff. Press into the hands and the tops of the feet for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale into round three. Exhale, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. To stand, we rise on your inhale. Exhale, hands connect at the heart. Inhale, hands connected, reach tall. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, extend it long. Exhale to the left. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, sit it deep chair pose as your heart shines a little taller. Exhale, forward fold, dive over straight legs. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, Vinyasa, plant the hands, step or float back. One more round. Inhale, breathe deep, press it back. Exhale, step or float to the top. Inhale, glance out, or maybe the eyes are closed on this last round. Exhale, fold in. See what happens when the heart guides you to stand on your inhale. And to your heart center, the hands meet. Exhale, eyes may be still closed. Inhale, reach the arms tall because it doesn't matter what it looks like. Exhale, twist to the right. Feel your arm start to loosen up. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, hands where they are. Bend the knees, sit yourself deep, chair pose. Exhale, dive it all down, forward fold. Leading with the heart, inhale to a flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Trust that when you step or float, your body will be there to catch you. As you lower through, Vinyasa. Inhale, heart shines up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale in downward facing dog. And allow a soft exhale to the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. And a lot like our inhales and our exhales, follow this circular notion. The moon, the sun, the waves do too, and what we call in yoga mandala. So this next standing sequence honors that. In the same way that our heart pumps oxygen and blood through the body in a circular motion, our breath and our mind move in that same way. We honor it. And it means unity and wholeness. And visually, the circle, it's as if it absorbs the observer's mind and allows all aspects of the body and breath to calm. It's coming back to this intention, coming to the heart, offering and saluting from this place. We use that center to guide the next bit of flow. On your inhale, reach the right leg behind you, point the toes down towards the ground to neutral hips. Take an inhale as you press into the hands. Exhale, shift the shoulders over the wrist, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, reach it back. And then exhale, step that right foot in between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back left foot. Plant that left hand down on the inside of the right leg and reach that right arm up for an opening twist. You can lower the back knee if this feels too much. And the gaze can be wherever you'd like, down to the side, maybe up towards your right fingertips. Wherever you are, start to squeeze energetically that back right heel towards the left toes. And on your inhale, you're going to rise and stand into a twist, Pavrita crescent. So that right arm is back, that left arm is forward, and we're still nice and deep in that right front right thigh. A lot like we did earlier standing, now we're just adding a little bit more dynamic movement. Take an inhale here. Keep the legs as you have them. Just exhale, lean the left arm forward, the chest forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward and pause. Stay here for 3. Sink deep for 2. Lift the low belly off the thigh for 1. Using your left hand as an anchor, start to open and cartwheel yourself to a warrior 2. Let that back left heel come down. And maybe you need to heel toe the right toes over to the left. Open out, warrior 2. Start to sink deep into the front thigh yet again. Feel the external rotation of the left hip this time. Take a goodbye inhale. Stay for your exhale. And then inhale, press into the front leg. Turn all 10 toes to the left. Reach the arms above the head. Exhale, turn the left toes to face behind you. Kick that right heel back. Open out warrior 2 towards the left side. So you're facing the back of your mat now. Inhale here. And then exhale, lean the heart forward like we did before. Left elbow, left thigh, right arm up for Parsva Konasana. If you'd like to take a deeper variation, dropping the left hand to the inside of the left foot, you can. You don't have to this early. Start to feel that left hip draw back. Start to feel that lower belly drive towards the spine yet again. And by doing so, the heart can find a little bit more length towards the back side of the mat. Goodbye breath here. Inhale, back up, warrior 2. Listen carefully. Transition within this is a little bit tricky. As if you're pulling levers. That left hand is going to draw behind you. That right hand is going to draw in front of you. And you're going to come on to the ball of the right foot as we find ourselves in a twisting crescent on the other side. Exactly how we started with the opposing foot forward. So right arm back, left arm back, right arm forward. Take a goodbye inhale here. Drop that left hand to the belly of that right hamstring. Right arm up and over the head, exalted warrior. And then exhale, right hand sticks at the base of that left foot. Left hand twists open for a low lunge twist. Take a goodbye inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, left foot meets the right. Lower vinyasa facing the back of the mat. Down dog. Left side on an inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee to the nose. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, left foot steps forward. We're on the ball of the back foot yet again. And exactly how we came out, we're coming back in. Right hand plants down, left arm reaches up for a twist. Squeeze the left heel towards the toes of the right foot. And using the strength in the belly and the midline, start to rise into your twist. Left arm back, right arm forward. And continue to find that that left hip draws back, that right hip draws forward. On an inhale, stay. Exhale, lean out halfway. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lean it out. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lean it out and pause. Take a goodbye breath. Leading with the right arm. Open out, warrior two, towards the back side of the mat. Left toes point forward. We're only here for just a moment. So sink nice down and deep. Maybe the eyes are closed. And then on your next inhale, straighten the left toes, face them towards the right, reach the arms above the head. Exhale, right toes point towards the front of the mat now, rebend in the right knee, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, extended side angle on the right side, right elbow to right thigh, or right hand to the inner side of the right foot. Left arm up. And we're not dumping into that right side. The heart is equally lengthening forward as much as that back left heel is solidifying into the mat. One last goodbye squeeze. Inhale back to warrior two. And again, the transition here is slow and mindful. Like we're pulling levers. Right arm starts to come back. Left arm starts to shift forward. You move into the back heel of your left foot. So the heel is lifted, the toes are connected into the ground as you twist open for a crescent. Take a goodbye breath, and then drop the right hand to the belly of the left extended leg, left arm up and over the head. And then exhale, left hand plants on the inside of the right foot. Right arm reaches up for a soft twist, and then right hand down, Vinyasa, as the right foot meets the left and you lower. Down dog. Take a big inhale through the nose and allow the exhale to pace 4, 3, 2, 1. Couple more rounds. Leading with the heart, not with the intention of shortening the breath, building the sweat. It'll come, I promise. But for right now, it's really focusing and unifying all of the hearts in this mandala together, creating a whole heartbeat, regardless of what we look like on our mats, in our lives, and honoring and cherishing that. Right foot up in the air. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Plant the left hand down. Inhale, right arm reaches up for a low lunge twist. Inhale, rise up to your crescent twist. And then exhale, left arm forward halfway. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. Inhale, up. Exhale, reach and pause. Take a goodbye inhale here. Open out warrior two as you exhale. Inhale, straighten the front leg, left toes towards the left, arms reach. Exhale, left toes to the back of the mat, warrior two, you sit deep. Inhale here. Exhale, left elbow, left thigh. Maybe the right arm comes up and over the head, palm faces down, bicep by the ear. Goodbye squeeze. Inhale, back up, warrior two. And then exhale, big transition as the left arm pulls back, right arm forward, come onto the toes of the right foot into a twisting crescent. Drop the left hand behind you, right arm up and over the head. Exhale, right hand to the inside of the left foot, left arm up for a twist. Exhale, left hand down, lower through Vinyasa. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Right into the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, step it through. Right hand still down. Left arm reaches up. Settle yourself and get ready. On your inhale, rise up with strength. And then exhale, lean out halfway, right arm forward. Inhale, shoulders over the hips. Exhale, lean the heart out. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lean it out and pause. Take a goodbye inhale. And then open out, exhale, warrior two. Stay for one nice, yummy exhale. Inhale, 10 toes to the right side, arms above the head, starfish. Exhale, right toes, kick forward, bend in the right knee, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle, right arm down, left arm up and over the head. Inhale, come all the way back up, warrior two. And then exhale, right arm shifts back, left hand shifts forward. Come onto the toes of the left foot as you sink deep into crescent twist. Drop the right hand behind you. Left arm reaches up above the head. Exhale, left hand comes down. Right arm reaches up, final twist. Exhale, right hand down. Right foot meets the left. Lower through, Vinyasa. One more round. Set the breath up. Take a big inhale through the nose. Out the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Calming the nervous system, activating the parasympathetic. We do one more round. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to the nose. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, right foot steps forward, left hand plants down. Inhale, right arm up. Squeeze the legs on the exhale. Inhale brings you all the way back up to a twisting crescent. Exhale, lean the left hand forward. Inhale, stack your shoulders over your hips. Exhale, lean it out halfway. Inhale, stack. Exhale, extend and pause. Take a goodbye. Inhale here. And then exhale, open out, warrior two. Stay for one inhale as maybe the eyes close for a brief moment. And then as your next inhale arrives, arms reach above the head, toes to the left. Exhale to the back of the mat. You bend deep, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle, lengthen and reach. Inhale brings you back up, warrior two. Exhale, left hand peels back, right arm reaches forward. You lift the back right heel up, twisting crescent. Drop the left hand behind you, right arm up and over the head. Exhale, right hand comes down. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, left hand meets the right. Left toes meet the right. You lower through. Down dog. Left side, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Right hand still planted down as your left arm reaches up. Stay for your exhale as you tighten and squeeze through the foundation of the body. Inhale, rise to twisting crescent. Reach out with the right arm, exhale. Inhale, stack the shoulders. Exhale, lean it out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean and pause. Take a goodbye, inhale. And then open, exhale, warrior two to the back of the mat. Stay for an inhale. Calm the heart on the exhale. Straighten the left leg, all 10 toes to the right as the arms reach. Exhale, right toes face forward, rebend the right knee. Inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle, right arm down, left arm up and over the head. Inhale, back up, warrior two. And then exhale, the right arm peels back, left arm peels forward. Come onto the ball of the left foot, crescent with a twist. Goodbye, inhale. Right hand, left hamstring. Inhale as your left arm reaches above the head. Exhale, left hand down. Right arm still lifted in a soft twist. And then exhale, Vinyasa. Right hand comes down. right foot steps back. You lower first. And we meet in downward facing dog. Take a goodbye inhale here. And then start to shift yourself forward to your plank pose. Come down onto the forearms. You can keep your elbows about hip distance apart. You can interlace the fingers if you'd like, or keep the palms down in front of you. And we're gonna do 10 hip dips from left to right. So go ahead and zipper the toes together if they're not already. Take an inhale here. Exhale, dip the hips to the right and hover. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center, to the right, up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job. Last time to the left, center, pause, and then start to press into the hands as you shoot your heart back. Start to lift the hips up. Maybe walk the toes in for our all-time favorite dolphin pose. And here's just an exaggeration of the heart center like we did in down dog, where oftentimes we want to push that heart back and down and put a back bend into this. But the best way not to do that is actually to look forward and start to shift the shoulders over the elbows and start to feel that lengthening in the heart without the dipping in the thoracic spine. Exhale, press yourself back. In a flow, inhale, shoulders over the elbows. Exhale, press it back. Last 6, press it back. Inhale forward, press it back. Last 4, last 3. We pulse for 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Walk the feet back. Forearm plank. Take a goodbye inhale. Lower the belly down. Lower the body down, lower the head down. Keep the elbows on either sides of the ribs. If you had the hands interlaced, firmly plant the hands down, fingers forward. And then on an inhale, Sphinx pose. Just lift the heart. Feel the pelvis drive into the mat, helping support you in the spine. And at the same time, as if you could pull the elbows behind you, find that the heart is leading you forward. Eyes are closed. And then exhale, start to lower the head down. Bring the hands to either side of the ribs this time. Elbows squeeze in. Press into the toes. Lift the knees off the ground. On your inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. When we feel threatened by pain or challenge or pressure, the first notion we have is to defend and protect ourselves. And oftentimes that results in the holding of our breath. And an arm balance right before you want to say something in a meeting, before you even have maybe a difficult conversation with a loved one or a friend. It's this brace for impact. What the yoga teaches us, what prana has taught us, is the life force, the connective tissue to yoke and unite our body, our minds, and our breath is a continuous loop, a mandala. That if we were to stop, everything stops. And if everything were to stop, how can we make progress? Last standing sequence, take an inhale deep, exhale out the mouth. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right foot steps through between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot again. On an inhale, come to the fingertips, lift the heart forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg, dive yourself over your shin. A nice stretch in the right calf and the right hamstring. And then start to rebend the right knee. Keep the hands on either side. Just walk that left foot forward about a foot. Seal the back left heel down, left toes about a 45-degree angle. So we're in a shortened stance now with a straight front leg. I'm usually about 2.5 to 3 feet, but in the foot-to-foot distance, but you might feel like you need a little bit longer or shorter. If you have a block, now is the best time to grab it. And go ahead and place it on the outside of that right foot. If you have a water bottle you want to use, you can do that as well. Otherwise, take an inhale, lift the heart forward. Exhale, forward, fold in. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to start to slip that left hand to the left shin right under the knee to begin with, if you don't have your block. If you have your block, you can slip the hand on top of your block. And from here, we're going to start to peel the right arm open for twisting triangle pose. And we're building it from the ground up to show the importance of the heart, that the hips are actually neutral here. The right arm is reaching up, but it doesn't have to reach behind you. And you're not trying to put a complete overexhaustion in that right leg. Put a micro bend in that front knee. That's okay. If you want to go a little deeper, maybe the left hand comes on top of the right foot. And the idea here is that the heart is really driving this twist in the rib cage, in the obliques, not the hips. Take a goodbye inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Left hand, right hand, walk about a foot in front of the right foot, and then start to lift the left leg, standing splits. Only here for a transition. Start to come to the fingertips, start to lift the heart forward for a flat back. Keep what you have, and then bring the hands to the heart center for warrior 3 from the ground up. A little different when you don't pendulum yourself in, when you don't have the momentum. When, like we talked about, you feel this chaos, you feel this pressure, you have to start from nothing. How do you gear yourself up to keep going? You breathe in and you start to lift. Take a goodbye breath. Press to stand. Left knee into the chest. Cross the left ankle on top of the right knee, like we did at the beginning of class. And then start to bend the right knee. Sit yourself deep into Galavasana. The heart still pulling forward. The hands at the heart chest. You can stay here. Well, we've done a lot of twisting. We've done a lot of opening. Maybe start to gather that left elbow and move it towards the inner left arch. So you're twisting the heart towards the right side of the mat as you sit a little deeper. Stay here for a 3. Last little bit, 2. You've got this 1. Galavasana, stand tall. Left foot meets the right. Shake it out. Whew, I know. That's a lot. Take an inhale, arms reach above the head. Exhale, dive yourself down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa, flow it out. Shake it out. One last little bit. And the joy of this part is you know what's coming. And we talk about it every time, that even though you know that there's something really sweet and innocent about approaching each side as its own, not knowing how each hip, each toe, each twist is going to feel. So taking everything in its own moment, inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, the left foot steps forward. Stay on the ball of the right toes. Come to the fingertips, inhale, lift the heart forward. Exhale, straighten the left leg, dive over that straight leg. Give yourself a moment to come back to the breath. And then inhale the heart forward yet again. Rebend the left knee and start to hop that right foot forward a little bit into this almost pyramid pose in the legs, where the front heel is in line with the back heel, or a little bit wider if you want some space in the hips this time. Before we go anywhere else, grab your block if you have it, grab your water bottle if you need it. Otherwise, take your right hand, slip your right hand up your left shin, lean your heart forward, and then start to reach that left arm up. And allowing the left shoulder to stack over the right without compromising in the legs, without feeling like you can't put a softness in the toes. More importantly, without holding your breath. Maybe the right hand slips a little further down for an extra twist today. Goodbye squeeze. Left hand comes down, right hand, left hand, walk about a foot in front of the left toes, and then start to rise and lift the right leg up into standing split. And here's the last little bit of work in the next two poses. Before we go anywhere, you tell yourself the intention of coming back to this heart. With that said, start to slip the hands to the heart. Start to lift the heart up and straight towards the front of the mat. Kick into the right heel. Warrior 3 here for 3. For 2, maybe a soft smile for 1. Bend the left knee as you progress to standing Tadasana, right knee into the chest. Hug the right ankle over the left knee, open out figure 4, hands still at the heart. And then sit the hips down to Galavasana. You can stay here. This is a beautiful work and stretch and balance. Or start to shift the right elbow towards the inner right arch. Maybe they hook. And then maybe the gaze comes to the left as you find an ultimate twist of your thoracic spine. Take a goodbye breath. As you exhale, hands back, come to stand. Right foot meets the left, reach the arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold, dive over straight legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Vinyasa. And like Shantideva says in the way of Bodhisattva, we must awaken the heart. And we do so as you settle yourself back into downward facing dog. And then you let the knees drop and you bring the big toes together as you come to a child's pose. But the asana work may be complete, but there's so much more that needs to be done. And like Shantideva continues to say, all happiness and joy, consequences, are consequences, of cherishing the well-being of other sentient beings. And all problems and tragedies are the consequences of self-cherishing, self-centered attitudes. So how can we take what we've grown in the heart, the suppleness in the chest, and transpose that to all those around us in a compassionate way, in a safe way, in a loving way? Start to come up to all fours. Start to rock the legs off to one side, and then reach the legs in front of you. Allow the toes to flex towards the face. And then on an inhale, reach the arms up above the head. Pause here with the arms extended tall. Last little bit of heart work here. That we get here, maybe exhausted from the body movements. And there's a rounding that happens in the shoulders. It's often common now with our phones and laptops and driving. And with our arms above the head, we can really roll the shoulders down the back and almost overextend the heart forward Because although that feels like it's a back bend, it's actually straightening through and lengthening one vertebrae on top of another. As if you could stand tall like the Empire State Building from the root of your tailbone to the crown of your head. And from this space, take an exhale with this straight spine. Lean the heart forward, the arms forward into Paschimottanasana, forward fold. You catch whatever part of the leg, the toes that makes sense to you. There were two groups of people one time staring at a flag, and they were in a huge debate. One group said it was the wind that moved. And the other group said, no, it's the flag that's moving. And a monk passed by, saw the debate, and just gently intervened and said, it is neither the flag nor the wind. It is simply your mind. And it's a story and an indication of the witness awareness. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, the idea that seeing ourselves seeing is more important than the actual outcome. That it doesn't matter if you're one side or another, if you believe in the wind or the flag, but that the idea is that we all believe in something different. And that in itself is okay, and it's accepting. And from that awareness in our witness state, we can start to detach and simply observe. Start to walk the hands up, and then allow the body to roll all the way down onto the back. Bend the knees, allow the feet to plant hip distance one last time like we began. Bring the hands to either side of the hips. And then on your inhale, press into the feet, start to lift the hips off the ground, roll the shoulders underneath, maybe interlace the fingertips for bridge pose. If this doesn't feel right to you, go ahead and lower. Otherwise, keep breathing in bridge as you find the space between your chin and your chest, and yet a softness in the back nape of the neck. You feel like you're done. Maybe start to hug the knees in the chest and just lift the feet up towards the sky. One of my favorite Viparita Karani poses. Usually we do this next to a wall, so if you have one nearby, go ahead and scoot yourself there. You're in bridge pose. Take 2 more breaths as you find that your heart is fully exposed. It's vulnerable, it's courageous, it's soft, and it's sweet. And your breath can move freely into every corner and cranny of your rib cage. Your heart is at ease. The blood pumping through the body is soft but purposeful. A nice balance of sukha and sthira, ease and strength. Last little lift here, and then exhale, upper back, middle back, lower back. If your legs are up the wall, you can stay there for Shavasana. Otherwise, hug the knees into the chest. Wrap the forearms around the shins. Bring the forehead up to meet the knees. Take a beautiful last big inhale here. Exhale, Shavasana. Legs extend, arms extend. Body becomes nice and long. And as we all return to a breath that is sometimes unnoticeable to us throughout the day. We bring a purpose to this moment. And as if our heart has opened after this practice, and you could imprint something right onto it. Today, if you'd like, I offer the following prayer in Sanskrit. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. As if a bright green emerald light could shine up from your heart. We see numerous green lights throughout the city, just as almost a back call for hope and for love. And they shine brighter with every repetition. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Begin to deepen the breath one last time. And allow this new beautiful breath to guide movement into your fingers and your toes. And you can stay as you are for as long as you'd like. If you'd like to close practice with me, begin with no haste and no hurry to hug the knees into the chest. Rock off to your right side, cradle your right temple and your right arm. Allow your left arm to give your left side body a squeeze and a hug, thanking yourself for showing up and doing the work today. It may have not been as physical as you normally practice, but the internal work, the breath, the prana, is ultimately what brings us to this mat. Press your left hand into the ground, start to guide yourself up to a comfortable seat. When you arrive, bring the hands to the heart center one last time. Allow the thumbs to gently press into the heart space of the diaphragm. Iyengar discussed the idea of being this witness in our own selves and our own practice. And what he translated and interpreted was that if we, the master, maintain a watchful awareness without attachment to the outcome, we remain the witness. And in remaining the witness, nature will lead ourselves and our souls to freedom. And allowing this heart space to be that freedom for you this week, this month, this year, for all those around you and in the cities surrounding, for this world, as we continue this upward battle of 2020, knowing that this mat, this love, this compassion will always reside. We will always find progress. Bring the thumbs to the third eye at the forehead. In yoga, we close by saying namaste, which means the divine in me greets and honors the divine in each and every one of you. Namaste.